Hey guys, this is Dimitri with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace the power board on your Apple AirPod Max headphones. In this video, the tools that I will be using will be available on our website. The link will be down in the description, as well as the power board. It is now available on our website as well. For the tools, we're going to just use a standard 1.5 flathead screwdriver, a pry tool, and we're gonna go ahead and use a screwdriver with 3 different bits. We got a P5, we got a T2, and we got a T3 right down here. So first things first, what we're gonna do is remove the right ear pad. The power board is located on the right side, and to remove the ear pad, you just simply pop it off. It is magnetized, so we're gonna go ahead and take it off, set it aside. And the four screws that we're gonna undo first, we're gonna go ahead and use our P5 bit. And for these screws, you don't take them all the way out, you turn them about a quarter. And for the first one, you turn it clockwise, and then the bottom one, you turn it the opposite way, a fourth. You'll feel it stop, that's how you know you've completed the turn. And then for this bottom one, we're gonna turn it clockwise, and then for the top, the opposite way, like so. Once we've done that, go ahead, take your pry tool, jimmy it into the side here, and pry up. It'll be difficult to pry up, but go ahead and just pry it. You're not going to damage anything. You don't want to pull it too hard so that you don't damage the ribbon for the speaker housing. Once we've done that, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and take our T2 bit, and we're gonna remove this screw with the ribbon cover for the speaker housing. Once you've removed the screw, go ahead, pop this shield out, and take your flathead screwdriver and unplug the ribbon. Go ahead, set that aside. If you don't want to lose these two pieces, you can magnetize them on here, or at least the screw. This screw is pretty small, so I'd recommend just kind of magnetizing it up there. If you do happen to lose it, you're in luck, because we do sell them on our website as well. All right. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and remove the speaker. Removing the speaker, we're gonna go ahead and use a T3 bit. And for the last screw, we're gonna use our flathead screwdriver. There's like 4 little grooves on here. We're just gonna put it into one of the grooves and just kind of push it into the twisting motion. Once we kind of break it a little loose, we're just going to go ahead and just rotate. That screw like so. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and pop out our speaker driver. Alrighty, once we've done that, our next step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove this ribbon cover by using a T2 bit for this screw and then T3 for that one. Once we've removed those 2 screws, go ahead and pop out the ribbon cover shield. Set that aside. And next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and unplug the battery ribbon, and we're gonna unplug this ribbon from the power board. So once we've done that, unfortunately, to get to the power board, you will have to remove the battery as well. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and go back to our T3 bit and remove these battery screws. Once we remove those, we're going to go ahead and swap back to the P5 bit, and we're going to take out these last two screws that are on the side here. And then we got one more right here. Once we remove those, go ahead and just kind of jimmy the battery out of there and remove it. Once we've completed that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove the charger port ribbon cover. We're going to do that by using the T2 bit to remove these two screws. Set that aside. And last but not least, we're going to use the T3 bit to remove the screws that hold down the power board. Once we've successfully done that, take your flathead and pop off the mic ribbon, and we're going to go ahead and pop off the charger port ribbon like so. Hook the power board and just kind of jimmy it out of there. Once you get to this part, you're going to want to use your flathead to assist unplugging this wire. You want to be careful with it because you can break it easily, and that would be unfortunate because you'd have to replace this wire, which we do not have those available at the moment. Once you unplug the power board, go ahead, set that aside, grab your new power board that we have available on our website. We're just going to go ahead and plug her in. Once we've plugged the wire in, go ahead, take the power board, put it back into its position. Like so. And then we're going to go ahead and take these power board screws and fasten the power board back to the main housing. Once we've done that, go ahead and plug the charger port ribbon back into the power board, and then we're going to do the microphone ribbon right next to the charger port. Push down on those, make sure that they're plugged in. Once they are, we're going to take this little cover. We're going to transition back to the T2 bit. I'm going to take these two little screws, screw them back down. Once we've done that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug this ribbon back into the power board. Once that's plugged in, take your battery, place it back into its original position, like so. And we're going to go ahead, swap to the P5 bit. And we're going to go ahead and screw in the side screws first. Once we've done those side screws, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug in the battery ribbon into the power board. We're going to take our ribbon cover, place it back in, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the T3 bit. Actually, let's do the T2 first. Screw it in at the bottom. Line this cover up. Go to the T3. We're going to take this long screw and we're going to screw it down. Once we've done that, go ahead and proceed by installing the last 3 screws into the battery. Once we screwed down all the screws into the battery, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place our speaker back in. Make sure that these pins connect with those 2 down at the bottom there. We're going to place it right in. Go ahead and swap to the T3 bit. I already have the T3 bit on, so we're going to go ahead and just place these 2 screws in there and screw them down. Once we've done that, go ahead and do the last 2 speaker screws. Once we've screwed the speaker down, we're going to take this housing, plug it back in, and then we're going to go ahead and place this ribbon cover back into place. Using tweezers would probably make this a lot easier. And we're going to use the T2 bit to install the last screw. Alright, once we've done that, go ahead and put the P5 bit back on. We're just going to simply take the speaker housing, place it back over the top, and we're going to go ahead and turn these screws only a quarter of a turn. For this one, you're going to turn to the left. The bottom one, you turn it to the right. This bottom one, you're going to turn it to the left. And the top, we turn it to the right. Once that is complete, go ahead, take your ear pad, pop it back on, and that is how you successfully replace the power board on your Apple AirPod Max headphones.